Hold it. All right, welcome to another Freeform Saturday exclusive, man. Every Lee, I write questions for you, and then I ask you one of the questions, and I forget about them because we start going off in different directions, which is
Well,
pretty
that's
cool.
good.
That's pretty
That's
cool.
good.
I just have topics to start. I don't think I asked you last week. What do you think of LA Guns?
I like them.
Cool, but and I don't think I asked you what's the worst concert you ever seen.
You did. It
Okay,
it
then I
wasn't
fucked up. Yeah.
it wasn't a bad concert, but I really didn't like the group After the Fire that much. Oh, I will say I hate to say it, but King Crimson were good, but Robert Fripp at that time had this tendency to want to perform in the dark, so he had the light off so that you can't hardly see him. So that was disappointing. He played really well, but you kind of want to see him when you're there. So the fact that he had the light completely off meant that it was slightly disappointing to not see him on stage.
That
But
sounds
but when they were done, he went to the front of the stage and took a bow with everybody, and then you saw him.
maybe he had that light sensitivity that Dennis DeYoung had, that he had to quit the Styx tour and they replaced him with Lawrence Gowan because of that.
Well, Robert Fripp actually said something like he plays better in the dark because he doesn't want to feel self-conscious when he's putting his fingers on the fretboard. He says he feels better when he's not noticing what he's doing. And
Oh,
and so it it's weird, but yeah, that's
huh.
why.
Well, at least he gave you the thing, but yes, because
At least he performed.
Dennis DeYoung couldn't perform because the stage lights were making him sick.
Yeah,
He had a strange light sensitivity thing, and then Styx
yeah,
just fucking replaced his ass because he was like Mr. Cracked a whip on them shit. So they
yeah,
just replaced him. But did I ask you last week what's the worst album I gave you to review?
yeah. You probably did.
I don't remember.
Uh,
I was drunk. I'm always drunk. What the fuck?
uh. The one that I remember is White Lion, but I would say
No, we didn't talk about that last week. I don't think we
yeah,
did.
yeah, and another album that we haven't yet put up, but but
I know what that
but
is.
yeah, yeah. Even
You,
though, but I would say some of the albums that you gave me, half of them I didn't like, and the other half I did.
well, I don't need to say which one you liked, but I'm gonna start taking a tally, dude. When you like the majority album, I'm gonna write down the band's name. Say Lee liked, Lee hated, Lee liked,
Oh, come
because
on.
I think it's at least
Like a lab
90%.
rat, like you're trying to figure out what I like and don't like.
No, because I think you
That's the
like,
lead thing to do.
yeah, I'm learning from the master of disaster. But I'm thinking, dude,
You're doing good, but not at the right moment.
you like 90, at least 95% of the albums I give you. There's a 5% thing, same thing with you. I like 95% of the albums you give me, you know?
I have to get a little more water from my chaser.
Chaser,
Wait,
you.
bitch. I'll be back in about 10 seconds.
All right, 10 seconds to midnight to kill the unborn in the womb. Midnight. Oh shit, I almost choked on my full climps.
Was that Billy Squire and Bon Jovi and Marilyn Martin combined?
Hey, I liked Marilyn Martin.
No, I'm just saying it sounded like you did a song that was written by all of them.
Well, I changed it. I changed 2 seconds to midnight by Iron Maiden to 10 seconds to midnight. 10
Okay.
seconds to midnight to kill the unborn in the way. Hey, dude, you sing way better than I do. I put up a video of me singing when I was doing That Metal Station, and I was playing Round and Running Around by Van Halen, and I was going, "Here we go," singing like shit. I go, "Ooh, babe, it's hard enough. You make it hard."
Um,
I posted on the TikTok freeform and the
I've heard
Instagram
you sing
freeform.
okay sometimes.
Well, if I could hear myself, I could at least have a tune, but I had the headphones on, so I couldn't hear myself. I was recording it, and I was like, damn. I was calling out all the Sammy Hagar haters, going, fuck you, Sammy Hagar haters. Hey, man, did you hear their cover of Pump It Up by Elvis Costello and the Attractions? Sammy Hagar and the
I don't
Circles?
even know the original.
You don't know Pump It Up. If you don't really need it, pump it up. That,
No,
that guitar line goes, da na 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 na. Oh, dude, I need to send it to you. I was disappointed because the first single that Sammy released off that album, that hasn't came out yet. It comes out September 30th, Crazy Times.
yeah,
First single was an original song. It's fucking great. But everybody fucking covers Pump It Up. And fucking Hurt Smile with Gary Sharon from Extreme covered Pump It Up. And I like that version better. But I will give Sammy some credit. It's listenable and it's really good. But I've heard it way too many times, and I expect more from Sammy than covering somebody else's tracks.
I could probably tweet him and ask him to do Afternoon Delight.
He'll go, let me get my Sammy voice. Star rockets in flight. He goes all the time. He goes,
You're the only person who could actually do that and make me like it.
but you know how Sammy always goes, what?
He could have on one of his bright red jet hoodie kind of windbreaker jackets and his hair fluffed up and have the wind machine in the background and he could sing it.
My wife just told me to shut up because I was too loud.
Okay, bye bye.
No, I'm just joking.
I'm
But have you ever listened to Sammy Hagar or Hagar? People are gonna get pissed off at me because I'm not saying his name right. I don't say your last name right. I'm fucked up. But he always goes, woo. He always puts a woo. He's like,
Yeah.
pump it up, woo. You had to have heard him go woo a lot. He goes woo in a lot of Van Halen.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't count that stuff. I'm not like, let's have a party and everybody do a woo count.
woo.
You know?
But it's like that one fucking wrestling guy, Nature Boy, where he goes, I don't know what he said. What do you go? Whoa! I don't know, but
I don't
Sammy,
watch wrestling much.
I don't either. I don't like it. I didn't like it when I saw the 2020 thing with Gerardo Rivera, and that one wrestler hit him in the ear, said, "Is this fake?" and lost half his hearing in his one ear. I thought that was fucked up.
Yeah.
I don't. I liked Hulk Hogan. I liked Roddy Piper. I liked Andre the Giant. That's where
Mm.
I left. I
I
don't know.
liked changing the station when I saw wrestling.
Me too. Remember that video that Hulk Hogan did? That song? He got this so cheesy. I like cheese. Do you remember Hulk Hogan? Hey,
Yeah.
hey, let's get something for Bushy here. Do you like that Don Johnson album, Heartbeat?
I only heard like maybe a couple of songs on it. I don't actually hate it.
What about Bruce Willis's Bruno album, Respect
I
Yourself?
actually kind of like some of that.
I agree with you. I think that's way better than John Johnson's album. What the fuck was up with the 80s? If you were like an action star, you made a fucking album. Eddie Murphy made an album, party all the
There
time, you
was
know.
a group. There was a group in the '60s or early '70s called Horses. They did an album, and the singer was named Don Johnson. And half of the people say that it was him on the vocals, and the other half say no, it was another guy who happened to be named Don Johnson. Why don't they actually ask him if he
I
was
don't know.
on the album?
I have no idea, man, but that Heartbeat album was horrible. I liked Bruce Willis way better, you know, and Bruce Willis has some kind of disease right now, and condolences to his family. He's going to be a vegetable soon. Kind of
Mm,
sucks. I love Bruce Willis. I'm going to tell you, I love Rocky. I love Sylvester Stallone. I love John Claude Van Damme. I like the old Steven Seagal movies. But Bruce Willis made Die Hard,
yeah. Well,
and
what
all
about
of them after. It's fucking amazing. I love all of them.
remember him in Moonlighting?
I loved him in Moonlighting with Sybil Shepherd and Booger. Who was that guy? Curtis Armstrong.
Yeah,
Curtis Armstrong and that weird brunette lady. I don't remember her name, but I love Curtis Armstrong.
yeah.
You know,
Oh yeah.
he played. He was in Supernatural, one of my favorite shows of all time, and he played in there. And I go, oh, that's Booger. Booger's back. You ever watch
Remember
Revenge of the Nerds?
yeah, yeah. Remember the guy named Stewart who played on Spin City?
Wasn't that the guy who was in Ferris Bueller's Day Off?
Yeah.
Cameron? Yeah, yeah, I know that dude.
Oh, you're a
Uh,
little bit you're a little bit cool.
yeah, Spin City sucked when Michael left and brought in Charlie Sheen. Yeah, I watched that show, dude.
Yeah, but I still watched it.
Two and a Half Men ruled with Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, that was cool.
Men. You watch that show, Manly Men?
Yeah.
Dude, Charlie Sheen, dude. I even like this show, that Adam Sandler movie and Jack Nicholson movie. They made a television series of it. It is pretty cool. He was a dick in there too. I like Charlie Sheen. That
I
dude
do.
needs that dude needs to come back and make some fucking movies. Tiger Blood, man. I got
Uh,
Tiger Blood. Remember he said he injected tiger blood into himself?
yeah, huh.
Oh man. Hey Lee, what do you work?
He's kind of out there in the same way Gary Busey
Gary
is
Busey
out there.
rules, dude.
He was
I
in a group.
yeah, I well, he did the movie Great Balls of Fire, and he sounded great in that.
He
Like
was
Val,
in a group back in the '60s.
he was because that's why he could sing, right?
Well, he was a drummer, but yeah, he
Uh,
could.
Great Balls of Fire is one of the best. Fucking Jerry Lee Lewis.
We could review the album.
We should review that, and then freaking also,
We could also review the album where Chevy Chase was the drummer.
what was
It's
that?
not a great album, but we could review it.
Nah, but
He was the drummer in that group
we
in the
should do
'60s.
we should do John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band too, like Eddie and the Cruisers album.
I actually wanted to see the number two Eddie Lives again. You know,
I like that
so
movie. I love the soundtrack too. Running Through the Fire, great
and
fucking
so
album.
I found it online. It's and I didn't have to sign up or anything.
That's a good movie. It's not bad. I
I
saw
like
it in the theaters.
I like I like John Caperty. He also John Caperty also did an actual album that wasn't the soundtrack.
Yeah, Tough All Over.
Yeah.
I had that cassette, dude. I love John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band. And I bought that cassette before I even knew what Eddie and the Cruisers was.
Now that's original.
Yeah, I love Tough All Over. That's a great fucking album. I played last week on the that metal station. I played Running Through the Fire. I played two John Cafferty songs that had running it. I love John Cafferty and the Beaver Brown Band.
Yeah.
And you
Michael
know,
Pare was a good actor too.
dude, Michael Pare rules.
Remember the show he was on the
Yes. Where is it? You're getting me looking at
I'll
my
I'll
DVD
I'll I'll,
collection.
I'll
Come
if
on.
you get
Just
this,
keep
I'll be
going.
very surprised.
Just keep going, dude. Don't say anything. I have it here. It's I have it on DVD. I have the whole seasons of that on DVD. He was one of the students of William Catt. It was the greatest American hero.
No,
He was in that series.
it's a different show.
Oh, what was the show then? Because
White Shadow.
yes, White Shadow ruled with that blonde dude. He
Yeah,
coached a basketball high school team.
yeah.
I
I
love that
forget his
show.
name.
Dude, I need to look who he is because I love him. I love the White Shadow, dude. And it sucks I don't remember his name because he rules. He's a great actor. The White Shadow. Here we go. 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 What's his name? Written by, directed by Ken Howard.
Yeah,
That show rules. So does Starsky and Hutch, but just don't listen to David Soul's solo album.
you remember the guy? Not Hawkeye in MASH, but the other guy. I forget his last name, but Michael something.
The actor?
Yeah, like
Where's Cherry Soup when I need him?
Michael,
I gotta look. I'm gonna look up MASH right now.
like Michael.
You know, I hated MASH because my
Michael, not Michael McLean, but or Hawkeye's
I know Hawkeye.
sidekick, the sidekick, not Alan Alda, but the other guy.
I know. I'm trying to look up his name. He was they made us like a show after them, which Trapper John. He played Trapper, right? And then some other guy played him
No,
later.
no, 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 no. Trapper. He was in Bonanza,
Yeah, no,
and then you're talking about Gregory Harrison. He was in Little House on the Prairie.
no. I love Little House on the Prairie, dude.
I'm talking about um.
Dude, my internet is not working now.
I'll take a real quick look.
I need to look too because my internet on my phone is fucking up.
All right,
I'm gonna look
Mash,
at MASH.
Mash. Um,
MASH TV series. Here we go.
I'll find him.
I'm looking. I'm
Mike
looking.
Farrell.
Yeah, Mike Farrell. He played Trapper John.
No,
Mike Farrell. The later series with Gregory Harrison had Trapper John. That was him. That was his
but
character, but they had a
but
different actor playing him.
huh. The original Trapper John was
Okay.
Trapper John was
It was a different actor playing that character, but Mike Farrell was Trapper John in MASH. And then they made a new series with a new actor playing him as an older Trapper John.
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, yeah. It was something Powers, the guy who was oh
Booth.
he
It's not Booth Powers.
he was in Bonanza.
Oh yeah. He wore a wig in Bonanza too. He was
Really
the oldest son in Bonanza. He had. I'll look up his name right now, but my phone was fucking not going on internet.
Pernell Roberts.
Yeah, Colonel Roberts. He played in Bonanza too. He
Yeah,
had like
but what I was gonna say is Mike Farrell before he was in MASH in the early 70s. He was on a show called Interns, which nobody knows about, but they have the episodes on there, and he was pretty good. And he was young, and he didn't have his mustache.
dang.
That was the point that I wanted to make.
Did you ever watch Emergency too?
Yeah,
That was a great show. I don't
that
get
that,
them.
that was with that wasn't with Kent McCord because he was in Adam 12 with Martin Milner, but Emergency had another guy, I forget
He was
who they
in
were in.
the emergency guy was in freaking Roadhouse.
Yeah, something Russell.
No, I'll look if my phone will let me look up shit, but my phone is like not letting me look at it. It's like weird, dude.
Um,
Emergency.
Emergency series.
I don't know what's going on, dude. My phone is not good for shit.
Emergency was either Randolph Mantooth. Yeah, Randolph Mantooth and Kevin Ty.
Kevin Ty.
Okay.
He was in Roadhouse. He was the guy who hired fucking Patrick Swayze to take care of the Roadhouse.
Oh, okay. I I saw that movie and I didn't know that.
Yeah, Kevin Ty. He's a guy in there. Did you ever watch Battlestar Galactica?
You mean Parker Stevenson and whoever else was in it.
Parker Stevenson was in Baywatch. It was Dirk Benedict and Richard Hatch.
Dirk Hamilton.
No, Dirk Benedict and Richard Hatch.
Okay. I
Did you
didn't watch it much.
did you ever watch the newer ones with
Parker Stevenson was in the Hardy Boys
yes, he was in Hardy Boys, and who else
with
was with
Sean
him?
Cassidy, who was
Sean
born on my
Cassidy.
birthday.
I'm surprised, I'm surprised you haven't wanted to do a Sean Cassidy album.
Would you be into it?
He is rock, so I would do it.
I tweeted him and he didn't get back to me.
Asshole.
Hmm.
Hey, but I got something because there's something going on with me and Charles Trainer right now. Where he likes Britney Fox, but he doesn't like Britney Fox. And then I put up like I compare Britney Fox to the like Dime Store Cinderella band, and people were like on the freeform are saying I love Britney Fox, I love these songs, and there's only one person that said he hated them with me, and I'm like going, why do you like Britney Fox? Enjoy, but it's like a horrible band, and I don't understand why people like it. Do you like Britney Fox, Lee?
I can listen to about three-fourths of their album and then I start to feel like I need to kind of go.
Go. And somebody called Cinderella the country. Went country on Long Cold Winter. They went blues, man. They went blues. They didn't go country.
When I said that Cinderella was better than Britney Fox, that doesn't mean that I love Cinderella, but
It's
it
true,
means I like them better than Britney Fox.
dude. Brittany Fox is like. You look at that first album cover. It looks like they said, "Are we done yet? I don't want to be here." The photos of all four members.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you guys look like you're like not interested in this photo shoot, like your music. Oh my god, I don't like Britney Fox. I remember watching it on TV back in the day. I go, "What's VH1 showing?" I go, "Here's some adult contemporary that fucking listen to Britney Fox." My god,
Oldies but goodies.
oh god, yeah. Have you went into the store and heard a song that's old and you go, "Oh shit, they're playing good music," and everybody else is going, "What the fuck?" Like
you
I
know,
hear,
now you know, even though they're different bands, you like bands that to me give me the same feeling that you get when you hear stuff like that.
yeah, I agree with you, dude. But you give me bands that I hear that you hear that sounds like stuff like that.
Yeah. What I do is sometimes I'm like, well, since you like this particular band that's crap, I need you to hear this other band so you now know what I'm going through.
I do know what you're going through, Lee, but the thing is, you liked, I'm not going to say it, but you
Yeah,
liked
thank
that album.
you.
You liked that album, but I'm not going to say what you liked. And you said it was
Thank you.
crap before you reviewed it, but you still said they were crap when you reviewed the other album by them. So that's cool. And I know
Yeah,
what
thank you.
album you really like by them. I will save that for later. Oh, you guys, you fans out there of the Freeform Rock podcast, I'm not going to tell you because I don't want to piss off Lee. I want Lee to be Lee today. I want Lee to Lee. Tell me what bands that you think I should like that I don't like.
You already know, but you mean other than those?
Yes, other than those bands.
Okay, well, before I go on, I will say that at least with one of those bands that you don't like, it is understandable because some people don't like them. With another of those bands, I'm afraid you're the only one who doesn't like them because other people are so completely tripped out that you don't like them. But oh, I would have to say I don't know whether you would like them or not, but I would have to say I would think it would be great if you liked Pentangle.
I never heard of them, so I don't know.
Yeah, yeah, and I think uh I'll try and think of one more. There's an album by Vince Martin that
Who?
that I think is great that you might not like and it's hard to find, but I would love to do a review of it with you, but I would go into it knowing that you might not care for it.
Well, you need to give me the tracks, send them to me in Dropbox. I
That's
put
the
them.
whole thing. It's like it's hard to find it.
I would,
I had an
if it's
original
rock,
copy. It
dude,
was it was like from Florida.
if it's rock and roll, well, good people come from Florida. You know, Dr. Fuck comes from Florida. He rules.
He's he's folk.
And Ruben De La Rosa. I love that guy. Like Ian says.
I mean, he also did an album with Vince Neil that was blues ish. So in a way, he has done rock, but but if you can get into music that's really good music, regardless of what category it's in, I'm sure that you would be okay
You know, we're free form.
with
We could
it.
go away from rock here and there because I want to make you happy, dude. So give me a
It's
fucking.
actually he's he's kind of rock, but what I mean is there's certain kinds of rock that you don't care for, like if it's acoustic,
I
sometimes,
like acoustic stuff.
or like you tend to not like stuff if it's considered hippie. He's actually Christian, not hippie, so you shouldn't have to put that against him, even though he's not on this album. He's just more just regular, talking about smelling the flowers.
I do like 10 years after. They're pretty hippie.
But uh,
You don't like 10 years after?
no, I'm just saying they're not really hippie.
What about Humble Pie?
I I guess with hippie, I guess if you mean they have long hair, then yeah.
I
But
don't know.
but I mean,
The one, what
but
is the
no,
one band
Vince
that's really
Martin did
hippie dippy?
some also did some, you know, spiritual folk, like Joshua Built the Wall with Jericho kind of songs. So he's considered to be Christian, but he's a folk rock artist.
What about David Crosby? He's a hippie, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, David Crosby, hippie, hippie. But I do like Crosby, Stills, and Nash. I do like Crosby, Stills,
He
Nash, and
did.
Young.
He did do a great concert. It was a free concert and it rocked.
Hey, I was reading today, Michael Sweet of Striper posted that they are disbanding after this last concert, but they will have more concerts in September. So he's making fun of all the bands that say they're retiring, but they're coming back. I always thought that was hilarious.
That's funny because what he did was he went on the um Eddie Trunk show, and because someone said something about, is Michael Sweet still around? And and Eddie Trunk said, yeah,
Google.
look at his website. He's got tons of stuff. And so Michael Sweet actually called Eddie Trunk and said, excuse me, but do you know if Michael Sweet is still around? and then Eddie Trunk would, oh boy. And then Michael Sweet said, haha, I got you.
I hope he puts that on the podcast, dude. I hope he puts that on the Eddie Trunk podcast. I love Michael Sweet.
It was on an episode.
My wife bought me that cameo with Michael Sweet because she knows how much I love Striper. I love Michael Sweet. And he left me a personalized video. I posted it on the Freeform Rock podcast. He posted me the stuff. And my wife said he's my new best friend because he kept canceling because he was going through eye surgery and stuff like that. But he said, I need to do this for Mark. I need to get this done for Mark. He's such a, no pun intended, he's such a sweet guy. My wife said he's my new best friend.
That's cool.
He walks the walk and talk. He walks what he talks. And
Yeah.
that's fucking, he's an amazing artist. When I finally saw Striper in 2013, I was going, why the fuck didn't I see them sooner? My God. They put on one of the best shows I've ever seen in my fucking life.
I actually probably should see if this one guy who I met would still maybe be okay with being on our show.
Yeah, you should, man, because
Yeah.
Michael Sweet is a great guy, and
Because
he's
one
honest.
guy,
He's honest.
he wore a cowboy hat,
Cowboys.
and he was you know, he was pretty fun, and I would have bought one of his albums, but he didn't have his credit card thing going on. But I still talked with him, and I said, hey, would you be interested maybe in going on the show? And he kind of laughed and went, yeah, sure. Like and I gave him a picture of me and Ralph, and then later on I saw him and he went, hey man, I went, and I was with Ralph and went, that's the guy who did the picture, and went, right on. So, I might be able to get him on the show.
I'm gonna pimp you now.
Ron Keel.
Ron Keel, dude. I love Keel. They're great. I play them on.
I met him. I talked with him.
I love you. The thing is, I hope you're at Rockin' Pod. If you're not, it's okay. But I'm happy.
I would want to be there if I can be there. I'll try. The only thing is, I don't see any acts yet that would interest me.
Well, Chris hasn't promoted any people that are confirmed to go yet. He just confirmed that it's on these dates.
I know.
He hasn't said anything. But the thing is, I'd want you to be there. Jerry Soup would want you to be there. Ian Wally would want you to be there. Ralph Fier would want you to be there. Nate Atchison.
I'm going to. I'll probably do a GoFundMe.
Yeah, and I'll promote the shit out of that. I want you there. I want to give you a hug and say I love you, Lee.
I'd be
And it,
okay with it. I'm kidding around with you, but the truth is, I'd be okay with meeting you.
and you told me you want to go steal people's mics. I would do,
Well, yeah,
you
I mean,
know,
I only want us to sit down at their show, like say, get out of your seat, buddy. We're taking over. Hello, this is the no, it isn't. It's the Freeform Rock podcast. And then we have other people at
I
the
want
other
to. I just
saying
want.
their Freeform Rock
I
podcast,
just
and
want
they
to. I
pretend to be us.
if Rock and Metal Combat Podcast does a live show there, I want to raise my hand and go. So, what do you really think about Sammy Hagar?
I don't want to be around when you do it, but I'm not going to tell you not to do it.
I just want to. So, actually, what do you really think about the Freeform Rock Podcast? Give me your true opinion. I raise my hand, ask some questions, and then I go to Decibel Geek. Chris, I love you. I love you, Aaron. What do you think about the Freeform Rock Podcast? I want to get honest opinions, man.
Um, hmm. I don't want to be around when you do it, but I'm not going to tell you not to do it.
Well, you could go wherever you want. Or I'd say, what do you really think about the Mark and Jerry BS sessions? Jerry would be there with me. He better be laughing at me. What the fuck, Mark? What are you doing? I love them. I love the I love all the podcasts that freaking pimp us. The ones who don't, fuck them. But get
The whole
Decibel
thing is that if you can get well, if you get an app that records your voice so that it can go into score music, and then you get another app that can put it in a PDF file and you go and you download it, you could have versions of your music on music, and you don't even know how to read sheet music, but just give it to people and they'll go,
I gave
what's
it to
this?
you, and you still haven't made a song of it.
I'll do it. I'm
Do you
sorry.
still have it?
I still have stuff. Yes.
Well, I was wait. You asked for people. Who was it?
Yeah. Yeah.
Was I the only one who sent you music?
I will do it.
Was I the only one who sent you music, or other people send you music?
And your wife did too.
That's cool because I told her to.
Yeah. Yeah. Well. You're both very, very cool.
Because we want you. We support you. We want you to succeed,
Yeah.
man.
And the thing is, it's yeah I can even do better on the downloads now because um there's all sorts of stuff that I can do.
The best.
And
You know what I want to do at Rock Pod because you remember Bushy there last time. He was like throwing up on whiskey and he was giving the devil horns and shit. I'm going, he can't hold his whiskey. I need to get there and show Bushy how to drink whiskey. Don't
um
drink that fucking Jack Daniels shit. You need to drink Evan fucking Williams. Jack Daniels is overpriced shit. Saying that.
yeah um I was drinking a hell of a lot more and I kept drinking.
Well,
And
me and you are drunks. We're good at that shit.
I sometimes have gotten sick. I didn't that night though.
Yeah, you only get sick if you drink beer before liquor. You drink liquor before beer, you're in the clear. Yeah. That's the only time I got sick. Or one
um
one time I went to this what is it? What's that fucking St. Patrick's Day party? And I ate all these green cookies, green donuts, and I drank because this guy brews his own beer there. So I drank his beer, and then I drank Irish whiskey, a bunch of Irish whiskey after I drank a bunch of his home brewed beer.
I would say that
I threw up green. It looked like green shit everywhere.
if you had like if you had these donuts and stuff, the thing is, I don't suggest that people do a lot of eating when they drink. Like, it's okay to have a few potato chips for flavor, but if you eat more than three or four, it's going to backfire on you. It's better to just not eat when you're drinking, and then make sure that you don't like super guzzle. What you do is you drink some, and then wait a while, and then
Like
drink a
that
little more.
works. I'm empty.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, I drank his homemade IPAs first, and then I went and drank the Jameson Irish whiskey and
uh,
all this other whiskey later. And I went, whoa, I look like fucking the exorcist, just throwing up green vomit everywhere.
yeah,
And I cleaned her. That's when my wife had an apartment. We were boyfriend and girlfriend. We already had dates that I was over her house every weekend trying to clean up the green shit in that apartment bathroom because it was everywhere, dude.
yeah.
I was like, she said it looked like he killed a frog, but it was her fault. I give you this is her fault because she went in there and she threw up before me. And I went in there, I smelled her throw up, and it made me throw up.
Yeah,
So I was fine until I smelled yak. When I smelled the yak, I go, I was like,
yeah,
oh my God. And I like drinking. Drinking's cool. You know, kids, don't listen to us. We're drunks. But if you like to drink, do it. Don't drive a car. I'm not driving a car right now. Lee ain't driving a car. We're home drinkers, man. PSA for you guys.
yeah.
All right, man. I don't think I have any more shit for you. I hope everything went cool with this episode.
Hey, I had a good time. It's all good.
All right, man. But
All right.
listen to other podcasts, listen to our podcast, subscribe to the Freeform Rock podcast on YouTube, subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts, give us a review on Apple Podcasts. Also follow us on Podbean. I keep going back and forth with Spotify. I put it on and I took it off again because Alan Tate told me you should take that off. Thank you. I'm good. But fuck man, I love doing talking to you, Lee. You're cool. You give
Yeah,
me you teach me a lot of shit.
yeah. You have yet to learn a lot of stuff, but you're trying.
I'm trying big time, man. But
Yeah.
man, let's get the fuck out of here and say goodbye, bitch.
Okay. Bye bye.